The COVID Centre for Thailand yesterday reported 7 new cases, all in quarantine after arriving here from Germany, Denmark, the United States, the UK, Qatar, Syria and Kosovo. Meanwhile, 5 patients have recovered and are being discharged. This is in China. Authorities are testing millions of people, imposing lockdowns and shutting down schools after multiple native coronavirus cases were discovered in 3 cities across the country. 14 reported cases there within communities in the past week have sent shockwaves to the populations of 3 major regions. Goods vehicle operators plan to ask the administrative courts to overturn a ban on daytime travel in the capital. This after the authorities there have introduced the rule to reduce smog. Truck operators claim double standards. The city sees the billowing smoke as an added danger to citizens. The December to February ban sees all trucks with 6 or more wheels only able to travel into the city limits from 9 in the evening through till 6 in the morning. Grow your own dope has become closer to legitimacy in Thailand, as a Buriram region has been chosen as the test area where residents will be allowed to grow marijuana legally and sell it to medical facilities. If plans are approved, then January could see those allowed to grow weed, with the requirement that it's done so within a walled-in area to protect it from theft. The Buriram province experiment will become the first in the country, where people can grow cannabis in their homes for medical purposes without facing legal action. This according to the doctor in charge. 10 households initially will be allowed to grow up to 6 plants. It doesn't sound much, but if it all goes through, then it's the start of a move towards legitimate growing that could cover the whole of the country eventually. Razor wire has been installed at several locations in Bangkok, including the Crown Property Bureau. This ahead of planned demonstrations in the capital on Wednesday. Protesters have been warned as to where they can and cannot demonstrate, as authorities are determined to keep differing factions apart and avoid vandalism. When a Lopburi man found out that his wife had left him to go back to her ex, he saw red. He blamed his now ex-father-in-law for not telling him and shot the chap dead. The 39-year-old went to police to hand himself in yesterday. He's been charged with murder, and it's unlikely that his soon-to-be ex will be on the prisoner visitor list. Meanwhile, at home in Pattaya, when a grandmother travelled from Chaiyapoon in search of her daughter, who'd fled her home, leaving a tiny baby behind, the grandmother arrived in Pattaya and had a lot of support from local Thai media and police. The good news is that the daughter was found. It seems that she went to work in a bar or similar, but quickly took up with a Thai man, and when discovered was well under the influence of something. Mum's going to take her home and see that she's cleaned up and learns to care for her child. The man involved is under investigation. A South Korean has been arrested in the capital and charged with attempted murder of a fellow countryman here in Pattaya several months ago. The attack saw the injured man stabbed 17 times, and now we're told that the reason behind it may just be a love triangle. More on that to come. What's the best way to see the fireworks on Friday and Saturday? From the ocean, of course. And Playmate Boat Charter has a deal exclusively to Fabulous 103 listeners. For under 2,000 baht, you can enjoy a 5-star sunset dinner cruise with the very best view of the fireworks. Look them up on Facebook or Google Playmate Boat Pattaya. It's best to book quickly, as those seats are going to sell fast. And with the reminder, mitts, masks and meters. Wash your hands, wear a mask and keep social distancing. And the Met Office promising highs today of 34, dropping down to 24. A hot and muggy day and a cooler evening. That is the local and national news from Fab FM. For videos and of course to keep up with Fabulous Pattaya, visit alwayspattaya.com.